Okay, we're gonna get started here. It is 7:01 p.m. September 17th. This is the September meeting of the Cheektowaga Zoning Board of Appeals. I'll take a roll call of trustees. Ms. Werchak.
Aye. Here, Red.
Mr. Kenny Young.
Here.
Ms. Alt.
Here.
I am here, and Mr. Miranda is joining us via Zoom, via teleconference. Okay. Our first order, just because there was, our first order before we get in even to item number 2, we do need to have a motion and a second to approve the July minutes that were submitted late for reasons. Do I have a motion to approve the July 16th minutes? Second? I'll second it. On the motion, Ms. Alt?
Aye.
Thank you. Mr. Kenny Young?
Aye.
I'll vote aye. Ms. Werchak?
I'm going to abstain as I was not at that meeting.
Mr. Miranda cannot vote via teleconference, just so everyone's aware. He can comment on projects for the evening, but he cannot vote on any resolutions when he's not in person. All right, so we are then going to move on to the approval of the August meeting minutes. I will make a motion to grant the approval of the minutes. Seconded by Mr. Kenny Young. On the motion, Ms. Werchak?
Aye.
Mr. Kenny Young?
Aye.
Ms. Alt?
Aye.
And I'll vote aye. All right, so we move on to our first tabled item, Amanda Menke, 219 Barbados Drive. Is anyone here for that project? All right, if you could just step up to the podium, Mr. Kenny Young's going to read your request.
The applicant at 219 Barbados Drive proposes installing a 6-foot fence in the required side yard, where zoning law permits a maximum height of 3.5 feet. You have the floor.
Yes, I am looking
Wait,
to replace my current privacy fence with a new privacy fence. And it's currently at 9 feet from the property line. I have to move it out at least or a maximum of 2 more feet because there's a gas line running directly underneath where the fence line is along the Barbados side. So I'm just looking for approval to get a privacy fence just for additional privacy and security, being that I am on a corner lot, and to move it no more than 7 feet from the property line.
And you also have an additional subsection that I didn't read. The applicant at 219 Barbados Drive proposes building a 6-foot fence 7 feet from the property line, where zoning law states that it needs to be 10 feet. Okay, continue.
Yep, thanks. Yeah, that just kind of clarified what I was mentioning too, just about the privacy fence, the 6-foot privacy fence, and then just moving that out 2 additional feet from where it's at now, which would bring it up to 7 feet from the property line.
We don't have any pictures.
And I believe my neighbor did send an email to approving that. So he's the one directly behind me, and I don't have a driveway on that side of the property either. So there will be no site issues with anyone pulling in and out of their driveway with the privacy fence being 7 feet out.
All right, we did hear this project last month. We had to table it due to it, to the posting.
One,
Go ahead, Jake.
there was only.
Right.
Because of the gas line.
Correct, because of the gas line.
An extra
Right. Is there anybody else in the audience that wishes to comment on this project? Okay, I will make a motion to grant both variances as requested,
Second it.
seconded by Mr. Kenny Young. On the motion, Ms. Wertschok,
Aye.
Mr. Kenny Young, Ms. Alt.
Aye.
And I'll vote aye. You're all set.
Okay, thank you so much.
All right, have a good evening.
You too.
All right, our first new item is Avion Gamer and Pusapa. I'm gonna say it wrong. I apologize. 89 Danielle Drive. Mr. Kenny Young, if you want to just step up to the podium, Mr. Kenny Young is going to read your request.
The applicant proposes expanding the existing driveway at 89 Daniel Drive, 9 feet in front of the principal dwelling, whereas zoning law does not permit. You have the floor.
Yes, we do.
Okay, so can you tell us kind of with your project, what you're looking to do?
We extend one more parking. We have only one-way parking lot right now, and we have 3 car at home. It's problem because on the snow time, and we already bought the parking. I know.
Is it the red house or
Yes, right out.
the red one?
What do you want more?
We try to put concrete top of that stone. Yeah,
Yes.
It's already done.
yeah, but we try to.
Would you take less?
Can you say that again?
I'm sorry, what is it?
Could you make the driveway not 9 feet? I think you're asking for 9 feet, right?
Yes.
Why can't you make it a little narrow? I mean, less wide and end at your steps there? I believe there's a door there. Or I'm not sure.
Yeah, it's like a stoop.
Yeah. And are you going out past
The door
sidewalk?
side, yes.
You're gonna go past the sidewalk
Yeah,
and then you're going to the street?
not the street, just the space.
And where
It's
are you gonna end with your driveway? At the sidewalk?
Yeah, just a corner.
Yes.
Sidewalk.
You're not going to, why don't you taper it then, or?
It is. See how the, right at the apron there?
Okay.
right there, like little bit.
So make sure we don't
Go to the grass.
You're, okay.
Door को चाहिँ-
That looks
What
pretty
feet?
wide because cars could be parked along there, other cars. And unless you have some continuation by the sidewalk, whether you're gonna turn in or something, I can't
not
go
the
for that.
sidewalk is inside the property line. We only put it like 3 feet. 9 feet is the long. It's 3 feet. We try to extend our parking lot. It's already concrete there. We try to make it straight. Put it concrete there.
You wanna show me what you're gonna do?
Yeah, as you can see on the top, we already concrete, in front of our door, it shows, we try to put the concrete.
At the straight lines.
But it's gonna be
You-
9 feet wide.
So cars,
But I'm saying they could park cars there completely, all the way down.
sometimes like when we first time and we park, because the car won't fit side, besides we're blocking the sidewalk, and we try to put on the, side, on the road, they even keep us access to the, parking space. And besides adding another one extensive parking lot, there is no parking.
There is no grass as well, right?
Just try to put concrete top of there. Yeah. Little bit problem with English conversation, that's why it's hard to explain.
I mean, I know you need a wider driveway and
Yeah,
I'm not
little bit
against
wide
that.
and one more.
But you already have like two sections and a 9 foot like that is pretty wide because you can be standing cars there. That's what I don't want to
It's
see.
not additional to that.
It's
not.
all
It's-
inside our property.
He's asking for relief for what's already there.
We just put it on the concrete there.
So it's not gonna be going like another 9 feet besides that.
Yeah, it's already,
It's 9 feet from
The
the drive.
On top of the gravel.
yeah,
The gravel is the 9 feet that he's asking for.
Yeah. But he's not gonna go that wide?
Well,
Yes, he
this
is.
is what he's asking for the relief for.
Just like you did. Just like.
So it's not put additional than what's showing there.
yeah.
why not उधर लेते नहीं just the white side ना
Right now,
to
that
be additional.
where the driveway is, it's going to the walkway. That's already walking up to the door.
It's hard to
Yeah,
see
you
the
can better
stoop
in
there.
survey.
Yeah, yeah. I've looked
Yeah.
at it, but it's
Thank you.
kind of hard to.
Survey in there, that it's going to where there's concrete already in front of the door.
Okay,
And then just-
there is concrete in front of the door.
Yes. There's a walkway.
Okay,
Yes.
80 से दो ऐसा
9 feet, 2 times. There was a 3 feet. That was already 4 feet. Written for the paper area is available and eliminate
yeah.
displaying of the
All right, is there anybody else in the audience that wishes to comment on 89, Danielle? I will make the motion to grant the variance with the condition that it is 8 feet from the existing driveway, not 9 feet.
Okay.
So I made the motion,
I've
8 feet,
second that.
8 feet from the existing driveway. Existing, that's lining up with where, oh, that's at the end with the taper, yeah. In the apron.
Still with me.
No. That'll be tapered in the apron. At the, right, not to the curb, just to the apron. So you can kind of sweep it. So with the condition, and that it was seconded by Ms. Werchak. Then on the motion, Ms. Werchak,
Aye.
Mr. Kenny Young,
Aye.
Ms. Alt,
Aye.
and I vote aye. You're all set.
Thank you. Thank you.
So then, okay.
All right, our next new item is Heather Bateman, 25 Hillwood Drive. Mr. Kenny Young will state your, read your request.
The applicant proposes expanding the existing driveway at 25 Hillwood Drive, 3.10 feet in front of the principal dwelling, whereas zoning law does not permit it. The applicant proposes expanding the existing driveway at 25 Hillwood Drive, 2 feet. This expansion would be 4.2 feet from the property line, whereas zoning law requires a minimum of 5 feet. You have the floor.
Yeah, what we want to do is just take a 14.9 foot driveway, make it 18 for winter parking. Because there is no room for parking in the winter time. We're not going to do anything with the apron, so there will be no loss of street parking. We just want to take some, at both sides and just make it larger to fit at least 3 cars.
Cars wide or 3 cars deep?
3 cars deep, 2 cars wide.
2 cars wide,
Pretty
and
much
yeah,
everybody on the streets.
everyone, all of our neighbors have the same setup
I mean, not
with the
that,
expansion.
yeah, so we're just trying to get the cars next to each other.
Yeah, like that one and that one,
Yeah.
and that's us in the middle.
Yeah, we're the middle. So the 2 neighbors are the same, actually almost everybody on the street except for us.
Yeah.
But yeah, we have 4 cars and only a 2 car wide driveway or 2 car long driveway, so. I have to store my car in the winter right now.
So you're gonna go how many feet to your neighbor?
To the left or the right?
To the right.
To the right,
Right.
going, actually, the right's only going, I think, 2 feet.
Okay,
Yeah, basically, we're.
I can see the line.
Yep,
Now, how far off is that right one from the property line?
that's 4
It's a little over 4 feet.
4 point, after the red is 4.2 to the
Yes.
property line?
Mhm.
Correct.
Yeah, we have
Very deceiving.
Yeah,
blocks on the side of the house, so we're just going to like extend where those our blocks are.
but the new driveway is not going to be on the property line. It's gonna be 4.2 feet from the
Correct.
property line.
Right.
Yes,
And you're asking for 3 feet in front of the residence,
3.1, yeah,
3.1?
Correct.
right.
I don't have a problem with them. They're tight with those
Yeah.
lockers.
Is there anybody else in the audience that wishes to comment on the project? Herb? You're not doing anything with the apron.
Nothing,
You're
no,
just going to the sidewalk stopping and it's just
Correct.
for the wide driveway
correct,
after the sidewalk. Okay.
correct.
Correct.
All right, I will make a motion to grant the variances as requested. Seconded by Mr. Kenny Young. On the motion, Ms. Wertschok,
Aye.
Mr. Kenny Young,
Aye.
Ms. Alt,
Aye,
and I vote aye. You're all set.
thank you
All
so
right, have a
much.
good
Thank you.
evening.
Have a good.
All right, our next new item is Mark Romanowski, Tunnel and Towers Foundation, Esquire, 3600 Union Road, or I'm sorry, 3600 Harlem Road. That's where I went to high school. 3600.
The applicant, Mark Romanowski. The applicant, Mark Romanowski of
Fallscraft. Yeah,
on behalf of Tunnel to Towers Foundation for the property of 3600 Harlem Road, Cheektowaga, New York, proposes a total signage area of 174 square feet between the designated signs identified in the application excerpts as type A, B, C, and D, whereas zoning law only allows for a maximum collective of sign area of 22 square feet within an RSC residential senior citizen district. The applicant, Mark Romanowski of Fallscraft, on behalf of Tunnel to Towers Foundation for the property of 3600 Harlem Road, Cheektowaga, New York, proposes a dedication monument signed with lettering, whereas zoning law does not include lettering under integral exemptions. You have the floor.
thank you very much. Mark Romanowski here on behalf of Tunnel to Towers. We're back here with the project, which this board has previously approved the prior sign package. Since that time, in the normal development of finalizing design issues, they've come up with some additional signage that they'd like on the project site and made some tweaks to the prior signage that was originally proposed. I'm going to try to walk you through it. It's somewhat confusing, and I admit that. But I'm going to try to walk you through the different signs, what was proposed originally, what's new as far as this request goes, and then the different kind of elements of what the variances are.
Harlem, from the property line of the Tunnels to Towers building to where Harlem Road actually comes out.
It's about 50 feet is the setback there. It's the same as the existing, the former building now.
I know.
Yeah, so it's the same. The building setback is still the same. The look of the building is still the same. So that the look of the building hasn't changed. It's where the signage are. If you wouldn't mind going back, perfect. Thank you. You read my mind. So what I want to walk you through is kind of the placement of the different signs.
Yeah.
Start there, and then we can start talking about the individual signs and how we got to this number of
Right.
square footage. So I'm going to take my glasses off because otherwise I can't see. So sign A, so that one's over the middle of the entrance. That was a sign originally, was approved originally. It was actually a little bit bigger than what we're proposing now. We went from, I think, 56 square feet down to 52 square feet. Just a tweak in the design, that's all it is, but it's the same placement and a little smaller. So that's the same as the original application. The sign B is on the other side. Thank you for the cursor. I really appreciate that, by the way. Sign B on the back side of the building. This is just a narrow sign over the canopy.
Right.
Because there was nothing before, it was just a canopy. And they just wanted a little signage there on the canopy itself on the way into it. The reason being is most folks are going to be coming in and out of that door. It's not, the front door is, it's there, but it's really more of a drop-off location than one where folks will be coming in and out on a regular basis. So they just wanted just the name of it, Tunnel to Towers, on the canopy itself. This is a new sign that was not proposed previously. It's new to this application.
So far, these two are both flush mounted
Correct.
to the building.
Correct. Yep, absolutely. So these two are both flush mounted.
So to the west, the sign, the west side.
Yep.
Where exactly is that going to be?
So this is actually it's a south side of the building sign, and that's the next one we're on. So you've already sort of preempted where I'm going here. That's C. So this is a brand new sign. Admittedly, it's a large sign. It's about 63 square feet, so it's a larger sign. It's placed up on the upper level of the building, and it's meant to be really a wayfinder for people coming down Harlem to doing too many retail stores, to Tunnel to Towers, to the facility. So it's really meant to be a wayfinder, especially folks coming from 33, coming that direction on Harlem. The monument sign, which is sign D, is smaller. It's ground level. You almost have to be on top of it in order to see it. So that's sign C, and that's probably the most significant change here. I mean, that's almost 2/3 of what we requested the last time as far as total square footage is now this new sign. Sign D, the monument sign that I just mentioned, that hasn't changed. So that's the same as it was previously. No design change, no sign size change. It's the same size as it was before and same placement. So that's all the same as the last time. Signs E, now these don't require a variance, but because they were part of the full sign package, we just wanted to let you know that they were there. Those are just directional signs. Enter here. It's an exempt sign. It doesn't need a variance, but we're letting you know that that's part of this. And then the last, which technically Dan and I worked through this. Technically, it isn't considered a sign. These are dedication monuments that they want to place kind of in a special place on the northeast corner of the site, in an area where people can kind of sit and read them or stand and read them. And it's just a message of Steve Seller and his story of what he did on 9/11. I know we're really close to the recent anniversary of that. And they wanted to tell the story and give a place for people to kind of read it and remember what he did. The variance on that one's not relative to square footage. It's actually dedication type plaques can't have raised letterings under your code. So the variance there is not for square footage. It's because it's a raised lettering on the signage. And that's mainly for durability. They just didn't want something that over time would weather. This won't weather. So that's the entire package of new signs. In the subsequent exhibits, which are tough to get through, but I'm happy to walk you through that. We provide the details of each of the individual signs that we're talking about.
Sign facing this way, and then you have a sign facing that, another way. It's actually a directional sign telling people where to go.
Yeah, so there's the directional sign, which is not part of the variance request, but it is part of the sign package.
I have it in my.
No, it's in there. Absolutely. We put it in there purposely. So that sign, it's like any other parking lot directional sign that you would see.
Just going to say west.
It's just going to say enter. So that's real small, right on the entrance to the rear parking not ramp, parking lot. So the rear parking lot, the sign will be there. That's the vehicular signage. That's E on this drawing. So that's E.
But with all this, you're still not out further onto Harlem Road.
No, not at all. So sign D is the only sign that's on, that's closer to Harlem, and that's been there since the start. That was in the original application. That's the monument sign. Sign A is attached to the frontage of the building. Again, smaller than what was previously proposed, but no different in its location and type. C again is the most significant and new sign. That's the one that's on the southern face of the building, up high and sizable. I mean, 62 square feet.
The question, you got the sign C, that's from the south, right?
Sign
Coming from-
C is facing the south, correct.
So why don't you have one facing north?
The primary direction of folks we think coming to the facility are going to be coming from the south towards the
33.
facility, from the 33. Yeah, that was a thought. They have a lot of coordination with the VA, other hospitals, so they think that that's where folks are going to be coming from, homeless shelters, et cetera. They think that's going to be where they come from.
See, large sign, the upper left, okay. And how far out is that going to stick?
None of them are more than about a foot. I mean, they're just, again, face mounted sign with lighting electronics behind them. So not significant. Well, not in the sense that they're billboard signs, they're just backlit. So it's the backlighting mechanisms in the.
So there's no LED lighting?
It could be LED as far as the lighting source, but it's not a LED message type board or anything of that nature. So again, if you look at exhibit C, which is sort of cumbersome, but if you walk your way through it, the look of each of the signs is provided in there. So the one that's up on the screen right now, that's the one, that's sign A. So that's the one on the front of the building. Again, just change the design from what was previously, but it's the same.
So it's
general.
not gonna.
No flashing, no messages, nothing at all.
And also it's not gonna be too bright for the night for the neighbors.
Correct. And well, this one faces Harlem, and I think you've got commercial uses right across the street
I
there.
looked at that. I had that same question, but there's a small strip mall that's been there forever. That'll be almost directly across from it, the side of the building here. That one, the one on Harlem is just the relatively small one. The one we're talking about, this larger one, is going to be on Mafalda side, which will be facing this side of this strip mall office business. And there's not houses for at least 2 or 3 addresses down.
Yeah, in fact,
here near the corner.
this building's actually further forward than that strip development
parking.
there.
They have all the parking to the rear too.
Yeah, so
thinking about that too.
No, that's the first thing I looked at when they came back to me with this is where is that sign? And
It's
you've
up on
got,
the corner of Mafalda.
it's up on the corner of the building, up
Harlem.
near Harlem. And what's directly across from it that you'd be concerned about is actually the parking lot for
Parking lot
that,
of building.
for that building. The building, the other commercial building across Mafalda sits further back.
Which in all those businesses are closed at night. There's nothing, you know what I mean? It's not a grocery store or anything.
I had a comment or contribution up back here.
Oh, sure.
I looked at other tunnel to towers signage and building imagery that I just found online.
Sure.
And I just thought they were helpful to me just to kind of understand. They're up on the screen here.
Thank you very much.
Just, how some of the signage might look, in other locations. Some of these are renderings or perhaps actual buildings.
Yep.
But it gave me a little clearer picture, of how the signage might look.
Thank you. I appreciate you doing that. We didn't get an opportunity to do that. Yeah, the monument sign, actually the earlier monument signs you pulled are pretty similar. That's the dedication plaque.
Yeah, this is, I'm not sure where this dedication plaque is located, but I found this picture online as well.
Yeah,
And,
so those are the dedication plaque, which you just had. So those are the dedication plaques. That's what those are. Earlier on, and you showed some of the monument signs. The earlier monument signs are what these look like.
Mhm.
Not this one, but a couple of slides back.
Oh,
You pulled
maybe
one up that was
this one?
that's pretty similar to what we're proposing here as far as that monument sign goes. That one didn't change. That didn't change in design, didn't change in size, nothing. That's a great close-up of that sign.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mr.
please.
Miranda has a question as well. If you can hear it, if not, I'll repeat it.
Thanks.
Sign D, any visual impact on traffic on Harlem Road or the side street?
Sign D, is that the monument sign?
Believe so, the one that's out close to Harlem Road.
Sign D is the monument sign.
No, that's the one, Ralph, we looked at when we approved this the first time. We put conditions on that sign that it wasn't gonna obstruct traffic.
Yeah, it's far enough back off of Harlem.
No, that's okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, no, that one, when we voted on that, Ralph, you were here. We discussed that monument one, that it was far enough off of the sidewalk and off of Harlem.
Yeah, we always do. Okay, thank you.
All right, thanks, Ralph.
yeah, and Mr. Young, to your question about sort of the construction of the signs themselves, how they made. So it is LED backlight, which is what I anticipated, with an acrylic panel on the front that gets backlit by the LED panel behind it. So I wanted to be transparent with what the lighting source was, because it is LED, but it's not a LCD or LED message board. It's just backlighting, kind of like your TV.
All right, is there anybody else in the audience that wishes to comment on 3600 Harlem Road? All right, I will make a motion to grant the variances as requested. Seconded by Mr. Kenny Young. On the motion, Ms. Wertschok?
Aye.
Mr. Kenny Young?
Aye.
Ms. Holt?
Aye.
And I will ask.
Thank you so much. We appreciate it very much.
All right, and our last new item is Tim Asinger on behalf of Jim Stankiewicz Enterprises, AKA Valley Tire Company, 3419, 3425, and 3443 Broadway. We know you were here before. Mr. Kenny Young is going to read your request.
Whereas the applicant Valley Tire Company is sought a use variance for three parcels, 3419 Broadway, 3425 Broadway, and 3443 Broadway Street. And saw such receive a ruling at the July 16, 2025 Zoning Board of Appeals meeting made in error. And whereas an environmental declaration ruling was yet to be made at that time under New York State Environmental Quality Review Act, of which has been filed for consideration by the town board at their September 9th, 2025 meeting. And therefore be it resolved, if the September 9th, 2025 meeting saw the establishment of this EAF determination by the town board, then the zoning board of appeals shall reconsider their original decision for affirmation or retraction by vote. You have the floor.
Okay, thank you. Tim Asinger from Castle Construction. Here more or less for procedural reasons, as you outlined there in the description. So we did go for our environmental review, and the town board did vote on the environmental review, so we've passed the environmental review. So at this point, we still have the same request based on the project that we submitted with our initial variance.
All right, is there anybody in the audience that wishes to comment on behalf of 3419, 3425, or 3443 Broadway? Okay, at this point, the board last month heard the projects. Unless the board has any other additional questions, our main concern last month is it did not have the environmental declaration. So we wanted to wait for that to come through before we made a decision. So with that, I will make a motion to grant the variances as requested. Seconded by Mr. Kenny Young. On the motion, Ms. Wertschok?
I just want an explanation, okay?
Mhm.
There was only one part. You didn't have the environmental statement in there. you went through most of it, but you didn't have the complete one. And when we voted before, that was omitted, and that's why you're coming back.
Correct. Yep.
Okay, I have no problem.
On the motion, Ms. Wertschok,
I,
Mr. Kenny Young,
Aye.
Ms. Alt,
Aye.
I'll vote aye. You're all set.
Thank you, board. Appreciate it.
All right, I will make a motion to adjourn at 7:36 PM. Is there a second?
Second it.
Seconded by Mr. Kenny Young. On the motion, Ms. Wertschok,
I.
Mr. Kenny Young,
Aye.
Ms. Alt,
Aye.
and I vote aye. We're adjourned at 7:36 PM, September 17th. If there's any students in the back that need your sheets signed for class for credit, come on up. Any of us can sign them.